Hey guys, what's up? Hope you're having a fantastic day. I have been sitting in an orientation all day today, and yeah, I'm not real good at just sitting, which is why I got up a lot. And I was actually chastised by a young lady who said, "You don't need to get up so much." And I'm like, I got phone calls to make. I got a 57-year-old bladder. Trust me, you don't need to tell me how much I need to get up. It was somewhat of a negotiation, and that is the topic of today's video, the fine art of negotiation, the science of dickering, if you will, the classic back and forth, the old Arabian give and take. You know, we all love to dicker. I think it's just kind of in our nature. Some of us more so than other, and there's nothing that is above dickering, no matter how big or how small. Something as small as a figurine at a yard sale. My mother, God rest her soul, was a famous dickerer. She would go to a yard sale, and man, she would dicker over a quarter. You know, she'd find some clown figurine. The person had 25 cents on it. My mom, in all sincerity and with a really stern look on her face, would go, "Will you take a dime?" I'd be like, "Mom, it's a quarter. I'll pay for it." No. "Will you take a dime?" "We'll take 20 cents. Will you take 15? My mother would never pay more than Dicker wholesale for anything at a yard sale. And I have a lot of that in me as well. But it's the same way with folks when they make an offer on a house. So if you're thinking about selling your house or buying a house, here's a little advice for you. Why don't you use some common sense and just right out of the gate meet in the middle on a fair price? Never gonna happen. I have never seen anybody make a good offer the first time, and I've never seen it accepted the first time. There always has to be the back and forth, because I guess it's expected. You know, you put your house on the market for $250, and the first offer you get's probably going to be, I don't know, $235 with you paying all closing. If I brought you that offer, would you accept that offer? Chances are you wouldn't. If you're like a lot of people, you might even be offended. I've seen sellers who would look at a lowball offer like that and wouldn't even bother to counter. I mean, I'll burn my house down before I sell it to that son of a bitch. You know, it's just, it's really funny. It's just the principle of the thing. My house is worth more than that. How dare you come in and offer $235 on my house? Now, sometimes, you know, you'll get someone who wants to dicker back and forth, and that's all well and good. You know, you might have your house on the market for $250 and someone offers $235 with you paying closing. You might come back and say, "Well, I'll go $245 with no closing." And then they might come back with, $240 with a split closing. And if you come back and forth enough times, chances are you're going to land right in the middle where you probably should have started in the first place. But then you would have missed the dickering, the negotiating, and where's the fun in just doing a very simple transaction? I don't know. I will tell you this. If you are a lowballer, and you know who you are, we all have that in us, I think. We're like, okay, he's offering $250. You know, I think the house, in my opinion, is not based on anything. I think I'm going to offer $210. Do you think he'll take $210, Mr. Real Estate Agent? Well, no, but you know, if you want to offer it. So they come in lowball, and the thing that they don't realize is, as I just said, sometimes their lowball offer will be so offensive that the seller will just reject it outright and will refuse to entertain any other offers from a lowballer. So you just kind of cut yourself out of that house. So, you know, if you are a lowballer, for the love of God, use a little common sense. No one's going to sell you a $250,000 house for $200,000 unless there's something wrong with it. If you are a lowballer, you make a lowball offer and they take it, boy, you better wonder what's gonna happen when you move in, because there's a reason If someone has a house on the market and you offer them 25 to 30% less and they jump on it without a counter or without cussing you out, woo, that's a pig in a poke right there. Is what we call it in Alabama. I don't know why we call it a pig in a poke. I've never had a pig in a poke. I guess I can Google that and find out. But yeah, so anyway, the whole point of this is chances are if you're selling a house or buying a house, there are going to be negotiations. And some people hate to dicker. They hate to negotiate. And I see this a lot with for sale by owners. That it just makes them nervous. They really don't want to negotiate. Well, you know what to do then is you call in a professional negotiator, a guy who has flea market and yard sale negotiating in his blood. That would be me. I love to negotiate. I love to dicker. But I always know, it's really funny, I always know where we're going to end up. It's really not that hard. It is not a science. It is the art of negotiation, the art of dickering. So, if you are looking at buying and selling a house and you would like to have a professional dickerer on your team, I'm your guy. Just give me a call or leave me a text below. Hey, I hope this was helpful. Remember, you got to sell your house at some price. It may not be the price you want, and it may not be the first offer you get, but if you keep at it and you use a little common sense, act like you got some smarts, as Andy Griffith would say, chances are you, buyer and seller, you're going to meet in the middle, and you're going to have a good transaction. So keep in mind, there are only so many things you have to dicker with. One is price. Two is the closing costs. You can dicker on closing dates. You can dicker on whether or not the furniture stays. There are only so many dickering points in a real estate transaction. So pick your battles wisely and try to get the best deal you can, whether you are buyer or seller. All right. That's going to do it. I'm going to dicker my way through this traffic and get home. Hey, if I can help you in any way, you know who I am. I'm here all the time. I'll talk to you soon. I'll dicker with you soon. I'm a professional dickerer. Hashtag dickerer. Dickerist. I'm a dickerist. I think I should stop right there.